It's just glass. A simple object, cold and silent, hanging on your wall or standing in the corner. But at night, when the world is quiet and shadows stretch across the floor, a mirror can feel like something else entirely, until the reflection stops being you. Until you catch a flicker of movement that doesn't belong, or a shape that shouldn't be there. They say after midnight, the mirror awakens. It becomes more than a surface. It becomes a window, or maybe even a watcher. And watches. Not just reflecting, but observing, as if something on the other side is waiting for you to look a little too long. Across centuries, people feared mirrors for a reason. This isn't just superstition, it's a fear woven into cultures all over the world. Ancient civilizations believed mirrors could trap spirits. They thought a mirror could hold on to a piece of your soul, or even steal it if you weren't careful, or open a doorway between this world and the next. A fragile barrier, thin as glass, separating the living from the unknown. The Egyptians, for real, placed mirrors in tombs, just so the souls of the dead could find their way back. They believed the mirror was a guide, a tool for the spirit to navigate the afterlife. Fast forward to Victorian times, a period obsessed with death, mourning, and the supernatural. When someone died, the first thing they did? Cover every mirror in the house, no matter how small. Cover every mirror. It was a ritual, a way to protect the living and the dead from crossing paths in the glass. The soul might get trapped, they thought. Or worse, something else might come through. Something that doesn't belong in our world. Something else might come through. The mirror became a portal, a risk, a thing to be feared in the presence of death. Imagine grieving, and you see a face in the glass that isn't yours. A stranger's eyes, a fleeting shadow, a silent warning that you're not alone. But here's where things get weird and real. Because sometimes, the scariest things aren't ghosts. They're tricks of your own mind. Ever heard of the strange face illusion? It's a real psychological phenomenon, and it's as unsettling as any ghost story. If you stare into your reflection in a dim, silent room, your face starts to warp. The longer you look, the stranger it gets. Lips stretch, eyes melt, skin crawls. Your features twist into something unfamiliar, almost monstrous. It's not a ghost. It's your own brain playing tricks on you, distorting reality in the half-light. It's your mind, quietly turning against you. The brain is wired to recognize faces, but in the dark, it gets confused. See, your brain adapts to repeated images. When it can't process what it sees, it fills in the blanks with your deepest fears. In low light, it gets confused. The mind starts to invent details, creating faces that aren't really there. It fills in gaps. And what it makes up can be terrifying. Sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves. That chill? It isn't just some ancient myth. It's a physical reaction. Your body responding to the unknown, to the possibility that something is watching. It's science, brushing up against the edge of madness. The line between reality and imagination blurs, and suddenly the mirror feels alive. And all over the world, mirrors have their taboos. Every culture has its own rules, its own warnings about what not to do with a mirror after dark. In Chinese and Japanese folklore, mirrors are more than just objects. They're gateways, guardians, and sometimes traps. Mirrors can show your true nature, or lure spirits wandering in the night. Some believe a mirror can reveal secrets, or even steal your luck if you're not careful. That's why some cover them, especially before sleep. It's a simple act, but it's meant to keep nightmares and spirits at bay. No one wants to risk what might look back, because sometimes the scariest thing in the room is your own reflection. But maybe the scariest tales come from real life. Stories whispered in the dark, passed down from friend to friend, about mirrors that don't play by the rules. People waking up to see a face in the mirror that vanishes when they blink. or seeing someone standing behind them only to turn and find no one there, or walking away, but the reflection stays just a second too long. That lingering image, that impossible delay, is enough to make anyone uneasy. You know the feeling, watched, even when you're alone. The sense that something is just out of sight, waiting in the glass. So tonight, when you pass a mirror, don't stop. Don't stare. And whatever you do, don't look too long. And if your reflection ever smiles, without you, run. Because sometimes the scariest thing in the dark isn't what's behind you, it's what's waiting in the mirror.